So the first thing we need to do once we arrived on this particular page is to select a username, put in our email, email should be gift. Now it's 595. So this can be your business email name, and then I will use a particular name for a different password, and I'll click on register. So now you'll be given templates to start with, but the first thing I need to do is to confirm my links account. My links account has been confirmed, and I can head over to pressing OK, and this is how it looks like. Now the only thing available is my email. I will have to customize everything here to my choice. Okay, so this is the design aspect. You can add in your social media, put them all. If you have a website, Facebook page, put them all in and put in your phone number. It will appear. Put in websites. I'm just using random websites for this. Facebook. It should be your Facebook page link, and that is it. Add as any information you want here and leave it. Now for the page design, this is what we need to do. You need to upload a profile picture. So for example, I'm going to use this image as a profile picture, and I'll hit done. So this is what you need to do. Now another thing we need to have is a profile bio. Let's say profile bio is Yax class. I'll use this as hairstylist. So the profile bio, I can choose to put in any hairstylist, any information I want. A hair stylist with 10 years of experience. So as you can see, that is it. What other thing do I need to add? Let's use secondary background. So this is the primary background. You can choose to make a profile picture bigger, increase the borders, increase the shadows on your page. I like to have my shadow around here. And now the primary background color, you can choose any color code you want for it. Me, I love using FA. That is this type of white background I love using. And now I hit done. Now the text color, choose any text color you want. If it is your brand text color, you can use solid shadow or soft shadow. I love using soft shadows. And then the next thing we need to do is we turn on our secondary background. So what color should the secondary background be? Okay, this is the secondary background color. We can then, which is for this area, that is the meaning of the secondary background, but we can choose to turn it off. So another thing we need to do is this is our profile bio, right? And we've done the settings. You can switch on your secondary background, change the color to anything you want if you want to do that, and you are done. But I don't need the secondary background. Now the desktop background can be solid or anything you want it to be. Use none. Just leave these processes. I will just leave the secondary background and now leave this as soft shadows. These are the cards the different styles of cards. Select the type of card you want, and yeah, select the font you want, and that is literally it. You can get verified, and you can hide links branding if you're on the pro version. So you can choose to hide the links branding and save. Now, to activate a profile, you must be subscribed to a plan, and it is $4, or you choose any affordable plan you want. Put in your card details and do that. So, but for the purpose of this lesson, I am going to customize this page to look similar to this. So I'm going to customize the page to look similar to this. So this is the type of page we are going to have. This is the type of page we are going to build, okay, with this type of effects and everything. So I'm just going to run us all through it. So going back to links, and the first thing we need to do here, let me go over to settings and see. You can connect your Instagram profile, put in your Google Analytics, and put in your Facebook Pixel ID, and put in your Namecheap API code. And what else do we need? So now the first thing I would love to do is, after putting all of this, I would like to add a link or an image, depending on a video, or adding a different page. So how do we get started with this? The first step, let's see, this is actually a link. So let's add a link. This is the first link, right? We've added our first link. This link will be leading back to set more. This one, it will be leading back to set more. So it will show book your appointment with this person, and now you can choose any type of link you want. So I'm using this. Change the image to something X. So I'll select the section I want, which is this section, and I'll hit save. Now I'm gonna say book your appointment with Yax class, and I will choose text using set more. You can customize this text like I did here. You see, customize it like I did here, and then put in label for this. So let's say appointment booking. Okay, no, leave the label. Leave the tag is book an appointment. Now the next thing we need to do is, you can choose to make it small or you make it large. Now you can choose to add animations like shake, it's shaking, choose tada, boom, or you choose a different one. So I like pause. I love using pause most of the time, or I'll just use the first one called shake. Now we can go to custom styles, change the card color and everything, but I won't do that. Now hit create. So this first link has been created, just like we created this one, and I can choose to click on it again and choose to make the text to align this way, and change the image. Which image I was using this image. Now good. So choose to add it this way. Did you see what I just did? On a note, let me go back and let me repeat it again. So I selected this. Once you select this, I want to change this image to look like this. So what I will do is I will go back and flip this and move this, drag it to the last part and hit done. Now it will update to look like this, so people can actually click on it, and I will hit save. Now the next part, I'm using this as a side note, is we have a group, so a drop down group. So I will add another block to this, and that block now will have to be a group, and that block I can choose to name it what are you looking for, and that's definitely it. And I will hit create. Now I'll need to add different links. The next thing we need to add here now should be another link or an image. So I will add an image. I will choose to use this style of imaging, and you can choose different types of carousel. So you can see this, and this. That is it. So that is how I was able to create this style. So I used 4 images. So what we do is select images and add a link to the image. I'll just use this for an example. Save. So it will be on 2 columns, and I will hit a label for men. For men. And you can choose the animation to shake, or choose any type of animation you want, and hit create. Now this has been added to this folder. If I hit another image or I duplicate this icon here is for duplicating, this icon is to hide, this icon is to edit, and this icon is to check the analytics, to schedule it to show or not to show. And this is the analytics. The analytics show you the amount of people that has clicked on a particular page. So now we have duplicated it, so we can duplicate it more often, and that is it. So when someone clicks on it, it shows this way. Another thing we can do after that is to add a divider. So you can add a divider. Divider title, I will just choose to underscore. As you can see, it's adding. This is it, and I will hit create. Now I've added a divider, but that divider is on this folder. How do I separate these? I will just hit on this icon here, and the divider has been separated. Now I can add every other information I want. So the next I did was to add a services. So next thing we need to do is to add a text, and say text, and said our services, and hit to make it capital letter, and place it on the center. Choose it to increase or to be a heading, and you hit create. So it will appear like this way. Or another thing you can do is let's see the next thing. Good, that's a test. Or you can name this divider our services, but we'll leave it as our services. So what I need to do is to create an image or a URL button. If I create a URL button, I will make it a carousel. That is why it is looking like this, because they are all links. Now the next thing I will need to do is come here and go to one of my services, click on share, click on copy URL link, and come over here and paste it. So it has changed. I can choose the image I want for it, choose a random image for this, probably use this one. Now I will hit on done. Title, this is Sister Locks. Now I'll put the description, book an appointment. I'll put the description to be time range up to, let's say, 3 hours, and I'll put the button to be book now. I'll choose to add it a tag, sister lock bookings. Now push it to the right hand side, add an animation if I want to. I'll add jello so it shakes, and I will hit create. So this is what I've done so far. Now let me edit. I think it is too long. Let me edit it, which will be on the image. Go back, select it. Now what I will do is I will crop the image to look in a square format, and I will hit save. So this will automatically reduce good to something this way, and I hit save. You can choose to customize any way you want. Now for the buttons, I will go back here, button color, I will choose to select this color for the button. What I did was I hit on, let's go back, my colors. These are all the colors I have uploaded, so I can use this button. I go back, select from the logo I uploaded, select a color from it. So that is it. But my colors will give you colors that you've been using so far. So I'll select this and I will hit done. So now if you're using label, I can choose to, I will do that letter and I will hit on save. Now this is it. The next thing we need to do is sister log booking. We can duplicate it, and once you duplicate it, another link will appear as a carousel. So you can, that is how I was able to achieve this effect. But now that is it. So the next thing you can choose to add, let's see, will be another folder. So let's hide this folder. You can choose to create another folder. Repeat the same process so that when you tap something like this, it will appear. So let me duplicate the folder. So right now we have 2 folders. So I can choose to edit the folder and say view more services. More services, and I click on save. Now what I will do on that folder, nothing is on this folder. I can now go in and start creating links under it, which should be the same carousel links I've created again. So I'll go back. Instead of me to do that, I will go back and duplicate the sister blocks and add it under. Now if I hit folder, nothing will appear. Okay, yeah, I added it under the folder, and this is it. You can duplicate again. Remember, you can choose to edit any style you want. Any of these, you can choose to edit them. So for this one, if you hit one sweet thing about this is, if you hit this link, edit, it will select that particular one you went for. So that is it. So edit and put in every information you want. Now the next thing I will do over here is to add text, which will be image gallery, and I hit create. Now I will hit this icon to remove it from the group. Now I will edit this text, make it bold, make it heading 1, and place it on the center, and I will hit save. Now in between, I can choose to add a divider and just click on create and move the divider up. Now a space has been given between them. The next thing can be to add images upon images. So what I need to do is I'll click on this image and I'll choose to add this image block. Only images. I can choose to make it 3 columns or 2 columns. Choose the animation to be whatever I want and upload any image I want. Let's say I'm using this image for example, and I hit on OK, and I hit on create. It has created. So what I can do now is to duplicate the images. Watch what will be happening here. As I'm duplicating the images, I can choose to do that again. Duplicate images. So that was how I was able to achieve this. Now the last part can be to upload another image, which will be a link on its own, and an image on its own. Then I can choose to add a PNG file of the logo, upload, and then hit save. I don't know why this has a background. It's not supposed to have. Okay, upload a custom logo, sorry, and hit done. So that is the custom logo, not the image. My bad. So that is the way it will look like, and that is how to create this. So the only thing you need to do is you need to subscribe to a plan, and let me show you my account on what it looks like. I'll head over to my main business account and I'll go to links and I'll log into the admin section. Here I have so many profiles, so I'll use this profile for example, and I'll hit the design. So that is it. If you upgrade, you can be able to create pages. So here we don't have any page, but if you upgrade your account, you'll be able to create pages and manage the pages. So that is it. And you can even choose to lock some pages if you want to lock them. So that is the way this account is and the way everything looks good on it. And I think there is another thing I missed out, which will be on the services. So I'll hit on edit and I'm going to add a label to it. So the label should be the price range. So let me say the price range should be $40 to $70. And I will hit save and I will go back to edit the tag colors. So label color, I might choose to make it white, FAFA, because I love the color. Now label text, I will choose to make it black. So see, that is how I was able to achieve this. And I will also do that. That is what I did for men, but you can choose to edit each of the labels on each of your page, and that is it, guys. And once you've done, this is how you've linked everything. Each of these images has a link that is linking to your booking page, each of the services on your booking page, and this link connects to your booking page too. So that was how I was able to do everything I did today. And is there any other thing we are missing out on? Nothing else. When you connect, so what you need to do now is this particular link here. When we go to profile, so let me show you my main account, for example, and go back to design. This is my main account, and that is what it looks like. So on the settings, on the design, you can see this icon here, copy it. But on this your account, okay, yeah, that's it. That is it. So when someone clicks on this link, this is what is going to show them. User not subscribed. So but if you subscribe, your account is going to be shown, and then that is how you do everything that I have done today. Because on my account, this link, once I copy it and I paste it this way, this is what it's going to show. Now I can choose to switch the profiles and go back to the design, and I copy this link. You see a different link has appeared, and it's showing me this account. So what has happened is this. Let me show you an example. Instagram.com/dreadit.au. That was how I was able to do the branding and do everything for the lady. So this is the business and how everything works. Sorry if your Instagram is not appearing this way. This is an application I used called Keyword Everywhere that tracks stuff for me. So this lady only hired me to do this for her business and not the marketing aspects. So I just did the customization and everything for her, both the brand icons and everything. So that is it, guys. And what has happened is on her Instagram account, I'll be showing you what it looks like on a mobile interface. So this is what it's going to look like on the mobile interface. So heading over to my Instagram, let me log into my other Instagram and I will check dreadit.au. So because I connected everything together, you will see there is a book now option here. So when someone clicks on book now, it's going to take their account to set more, and their booking policy just applied. You press OK and go through everything you want and book an appointment with them. So that's literally it. And this is the link here also. When someone click a link in their bio, this is how their bio page is going to look like. But mostly your customer will be using the book now option. Now another thing you need to understand is on how to edit that link. Just head over to your profile and edit profile. This is where you put in your information. You can add links to your website, add multiple links here to your website. Add a link to, let's say we add yaxclass.com here, yaxclass.com, and click on done. It's gonna appear as our link in bio. So that is it, guys. That is it. You're welcome.